Alright, welcome to ETN News. We're looking at the earthquakes at Hawaii first, because we got these coming out through here, which I always try to look at the island first because we got a lot to cover over on the other side of the United States. We got this now here on this caldera, and it is a 2.4 minus 0.2 miles deep. Look how that line's coming out through there straight. It's not good when they do that, and we're already looking for something to occur over here, either the slump break or a new eruption or something to go on, because it's too much activity for the past couple of weeks for something not to happen. Okay, now here is Alaska, and we got two 4.1s. That's a 4.1, 22.6 miles deep at southeast of Adak, and a 4.1, 31.9 miles deep. And then on the other side, west-northwest of Adak, we got a swarm going on. Okay, this is the rest of Alaska, and not much more going on around Alaska. And we got this here, a couple on Mount St. Helens. Now, we talked about the fault line coming down toward Nevada, and it could come on down toward Las Vegas. And now you see what's going on. Rock Valley Fault Zone, we got a swarm going on here. And we'll have to take a closer look at that here in a moment. 2.6 southeast of Carolina, Nevada, 5.4 miles deep. Let's see, I don't have another page put up here. So you're going to see a couple flashes. Alright, here's a little closer to the surface. Let's put this on satellite and see what kind of imagery we have. What's this on? Okay, let's go back to terrain. Skull Mountain, Little Skull Mountain, Rock Valley. So right through Rock Valley, Half Pint Range, and Mine Mountain. Well, we still got to watch for larger activity down through there. That's a new fault line that they're not showing. I've showed you how the earthquakes come down through here all the time through this fault. You know, trying to prove to you that they are a fault coming right down through here. Probably right through this way and down through here, and it would go right down to Las Vegas, which we do have fault lines down here. Let me back this up. Elginton Fault, right near Las Vegas, up above it. And then we have another one, Frenchman Mountain Fault, on the other side, and down toward Henderson. Gotta watch this. Alright, that's one thing we've been talking about for a while. I think something's going to occur down through here one day, and you know, let's just hope it don't. In Nevada, big quake. I don't know what size or anything like that. It's just there's too much movement going on, and where the plates are pushing the continents and things like that, and the Cascadia, it's just causing too much pressure. Alright, Texas. This is south of White City, New Mexico. And that's a swarm going on there. You know what's going on there. A lot of drilling, a lot of working. Now, Missouri, we had a 2.1 northeast of Alton, Missouri, 7.1 miles deep. But not over here on the major. I mean, you know, not all on the seismic zone. South Carolina, 2.2. Southwest of Lugoff, South Carolina, 1.5 miles deep. Now we got this one up here. Here's what we got to look at. This is around Concord, New Hampshire. 2.7, 3.1 miles deep. Now, I got to looking at this. I was talking about that 7 coming in one day. And from the pressure of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge pushing, and I got to studying this, or the way the ridge runs, all these seamounts. What causes seamounts is a push, and it makes it, it's where the plates are going over top of other plates, you know, like one continent sliding over another one. That makes the top of the core, I mean, not the core, that's too deep. But anyway, it makes magma and comes all the way across the mantle, pushing. I forgot the name. Got a lot on my mind. But anyway, where it pushes down the 2 continents, then they're going over top of each other. You know, one's pushing the other one down. It causes magma. Well, it bubbles up in spots. That's what causes seamounts. Where does these seamounts come into? Georgia's Bank. Got Concord right here. So that future 7 that, you know, I'm almost 100% sure we'll see it in my lifetime, you know, and I thought it would head toward New York because of these cracks coming in. It's got some big cracks. And these here, you can see all the little cracks. It still goes right on. Where does it go? Right into New York. That's the Hudson Canyon out through here. So that's really big to be called a canyon. But now, on that 7 plus, you know, I'd say 7 plus 2, 7, 2. All right, 7.2 is what I'd say. But anyway, in the near future, can't tell exactly when, we'll watch, we'll see. 2.7, 3.1 Concord. That is kind of adding up with this right here. But when the earthquake does hit, I can't say now, after I've studied this coming in, I can't say that it's not going to hit down here. But it's too much pressure on the plate, and when it does spring loose where it's pushing and it gets caught, and when it's caught now, it's jammed up, but when it does spring loose where the Pacific Ridge is pushing this way, then you got the seamounts. You got these going over here. You got some going over this way. And not too much down here, but you got a little bit. But this is looks like the main, I mean right here, looks like the biggest one. But like I said, if you look it up, you can check that out. When the plates are moving across one another, over top of one another, pushes it down toward the mantle. It causes the top of the mantle to heat up, and that turns to molten rock, magma. Magma will go through, and it will bubble up and cause seamounts, going right toward Boston. But somewhere in this area, we'll see it. But, you know, you just got to watch and, you know, wait and see. But we will. I just can't put a date on it or a time. Not yet. You never know. But if I can, I'll sure let you know. 2 hours ago, 2.4, Elfin Cove, Alaska, around that area. Reported shaking near Seattle, Washington. What's that about? And what's the reported shaking near Boise, Idaho? So we got some shaking going on. And see here, they're calling this reported shaking near Manchester, New Hampshire. Reported shaking, but didn't we just look at that? Earthquake? Reported shaking? These are earthquakes. They just don't want to bring out whatever. You know how it is. Alright, the 2.5s and greater around the world. We had this earthquake here, 6.1 south of Africa, 6.2 miles deep earlier today. And we had a 5.3 around Dominican Republic, 6.2 miles deep. We had a couple cross through this area, and just fours, upper fours. 5.0 Papua New Guinea, 5.0, 5.2. Alright, now these are not showing very deep. So I can't say if we're having a 7, like that 7 we was, I was talking about, we'll see like a 6, or 6 plus, 6.0 or greater on the first day. Then the second day we would see nothing. And then the next day, we would see another 6.0 or greater. But there was one day there in the middle. And we was looking for maybe even a couple 7s. The way things were going. I don't know where that pressure was going. Not unless it was going up here toward Iceland or something. Let me check Iceland what time I'm here. See how bad it's doing the last 24 hours. Okay, it's got a little bit more than what I had last time we checked it. So it started to increase a little bit. Keep an eye on that. Here is our anomalies coming through here and through this way. Just in case if you can't see it, I just try to point it out. And a little bit over here on the west side coming in. Hawaii's not showing anything. I always watch right here in the middle of New Zealand. I check that every time. Make sure that thing ain't trying to act up. But here a while back I thought it may act up. This is the fire map of all the heat. You can see over here Africa. It is thinned out. Over here on this side. Not much at all. And a lot of this is thinned out since the last time we looked at it. Australia, it's got a pretty good lot. Looks like it's heating up in spots now. On the temperature, usually Australia is usually the hottest spot. For the past year or so for sure that I've been watching it. Hottest spot in the whole world. Okay, let's see what we got on here on Zoom Earth. I didn't get to check it. She just loaded it all up for me. I don't see anything but a bunch of rain and storms, but no big storm. Like snow in the northwest. Up into Canada. Right now we should be getting big snows. I mean, I got green grass growing on Christmas. That's telling you something. We watched these anomalies come across. 3 years ago we talked about that. On the anomalies. On these. And watched them come across. Now they're getting brighter. 3 years ago they wasn't this bright. If you're a follower. And droughts was coming behind it. Every year it's going to be worse. Next year it's going to be worse. Because when you're reflecting the sun, about, thousands and thousands of miles all over the U.S. and every other country is reflecting the sun back to itself. And they're burning, causing the sun to throw solar flares, solar storms. Well, solar storms and solar flares, if you look it up and check it out, it'll tell you that it evaporates the water from the earth. It's evaporating the water from our planet. So, and mostly this here first is what you'll get, evaporating it from the earth. What's it going to do? That's going to cause everything to go wrong. Cause everything to heat up. The mantle's going to heat up on the top, and when it does, where these continents is going together and everything, it could cause a bad disaster. And I'll see you all on the next updates. We got more droughts coming next year. I dread to see it. But we got to ride it out. But like I said, I'll see you next time. Everybody stay safe, and we're going to be watching.